Hey there and happy Thursday. Yeah, it is Thursday. I had to really think that through. So today I am bringing you project number 3 for Deb King's virtual stamp party. And if you saw the post that I was going live at 4 o'clock today, you might have seen something that's different and something I just said. So I mentioned that I'm going to be working on Deb's project number 3. So today is not going to be a card, but I'm super excited about the cute Halloween suite out of the holiday or the new mini catalog. Hi there, Joanne, and hi, Lois. And with that, I thought it was a very appropriate name for the suite, Cute Halloween, because everything in there is cute. So what has happened with everything kind of being crazy is I unpacked my box of new things from the mini catalog and celebration, and with that I just kind of have it all spread out, and I'm like, oh, you know what, today I want to work with that and that and that and that. That's usually how it goes and such. And so when I was getting ready for today's project, I just pulled things together. I'm like, this will look so cute together. And then when I got it done, and when I went to open up the catalog to get ready to show you guys where everything comes from, it was that day that I realized, or that moment that I realized everything was in the same suite of products. And usually I kind of pluck from here and there and make it all work. And I like doing that sometimes. Sometimes I feel bad because I want things to always work together. So when you order things and it's all together, you have projects and ideas right at the get-go. But I also like to mix and mingle things so that when you buy different things, you can see how it can stretch. And it kind of also makes you think outside of the box with things that you might have on hand at home too. So yeah, and it is a good day, Tori. My husband had another procedure yesterday and it went well. It was really quick and short and easy. They didn't do as much as they wanted to. So that was a bad news, but the good news is they didn't try and do heroics to get out more junk and such. And so because of that, he felt really good yesterday coming home. He's felt good since, and just really came, you know, awake and alert and everything. And so it's all working out. And yeah, so actually he's outside today, which is kind of fun to be able to say too, because that doesn't happen all that often. Hey there, Deb. There's my hostess. So let's get on with the show, guys. This is what I'm making for Deb's project number 3. It's a cute little box. Look at that. So it's the Tombstone boxes. I just want to make sure that my iPad's working here. Yep, it is. I'm going to put that down, and then I can get my camera switched around for you guys too to show you in person. There we go. Hi, Joyce. Okay, so here we have this. So here's the box in person. And so if you're wondering how I'm going to be mailing these out, because as you know, I always mail out the projects as part of the thank yous for the hostesses and such. And so I'll show you that part of it too, because it's part of the selling point to me that when I saw it in the catalog, I'm like, this is so doable. This is something that I want to work on myself. So I love that it's 3D. Here we go. Da, 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 da. So, and it's a sturdy box. So you can see I'm pressing on the sides pretty firmly, and it's really nice and solid on both ends. And so I'm not going to go into detail about that because I'm actually going to make the box. So thank you, Julie. And thanks, Deb. You have all been so encouraging along this whole journey, and I couldn't do it alone. That is for sure. There are days that we cling to that encouragement bigger than life. So with this, let me also show you where this is coming from. So that mini catalog that has like the holiday and fall looking things on the front on pages, here we go, 50 and 51. It's all the cute Halloween suite things. So here's actually the box, and with this, it's the same box I'm doing today. They actually die cut, and I just use that from the Christmas dies, and then they filled it full of what looks like Hershey nuggets that way. I'm not filling boxes, and part of the reasoning with that, with not doing the Halloween boxes and such filled with candy, is it's still pretty warm, and I do not want to mail out little treats in cute little boxes and have it sit in anybody's mailbox and wreck everything inside. So, and that way you can kind of play around with how you want it to be for the inside too. And actually, look at that. It sits really nice. So if you even want just like home decor, it's sturdy enough just to look cute like home decor, and you don't even have to fill it with treats. But treats are always good. Okay, and so then I'm also going to use the stamp set. There's the boxes. I'm going to pull in these stars, and I actually used those stars yesterday, the cute ribbon and the cute paper. So I'm going to set that aside. So Cutest Halloween has all these cute little things, and I always enjoy when Stampin' Up! Does images that just jack-o'-lanterns too. So you have your choice if you want to do pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, and then with the cats, there's different things. I despise spiders, but that one's pretty cute, and I love just the little sentiments in there too. Okay, and here are the boxes. And so you get 8 in a package, but really you're going to open up and go, is there 16 in here? But the front and the back are identical. So you just need to grab 2, like for my project today. And then you have all of these. So I'm just going to set that aside. Like I said, super sturdy and so easy to assemble. It was like, oh, this is going to be fun, because there's nothing more like fearful when you're doing a live video or any kind of presentation, even if I'm in somebody's home doing this, then having to struggle with putting things together. And then the other thing that I'm going to use is a cute paper. So this is 6 by 6. I'm just choosing the cute cats, the pumpkin, and the little floating ghosts here too. But so the 6 by 6 sometimes appeals to people for different projects like that, and card fronts. So we've got all sorts of black and white there, and then the cute cats here. And how cute is the little candy corns? I know Tori loves candy corns. And just some black and white basic background things. And how fun are the little bats in pink. And then if you like the little dots and such like I do, you'll love that. And then just more random black and white patterns. I like this one too. This is one that that makes me wish it was 12 by 12, because I love my striped paper. So kind of paper, not paper pumpkin, pumpkin pie color. And the back side of that is just the random black and white dots. And some black and white and gray stripes. This one's maybe a little dark for me, but for some people this will be perfect too. But then know that those stripes on the back are what you can switch to as well. And then the cute little spooky houses and the fun little Halloween images on the back of that. And then there's one more pattern, some nice little stripes that are almost like hard on the eyes. Yes, Beetlejuice paper stripes. That is too funny, Kelly. That is too true. And then this is just a random black and white pattern too. So let me put that aside. And as always, it was really nice to have this on the back side for inspiration of, okay, what colors are we using? Basic black, Flirty Flamingo. And I'm like, Flirty Flamingo for Halloween, but that was that bat paper. Highland Heather I'm pulling in today. They use some Old Olive just for the pumpkin tops kind of here and there, and then pumpkin pie. So that helped me with putting together what I was going to use for my treat box. I'll pull that in because I've been really, really chatty today. So that way it kind of refreshes what I'm making, and then for those that are just joining. So I am going to go ahead and assemble the box to show you how quick and easy this is. So like I said, literally 2 sheets that look like this, and you just fold and press kind of together, so it's already scored, and like I said, really sturdy. And all you're going to do then is take off the 3M sticky there, and then just kind of hold it in place. And I don't even kind of, usually I would want to pre-score this so I know that it's got a good fold to it. You literally just kind of, it holds itself in place like that, and we already have the box. 2 strips of adhesive, and like I said, super sturdy. Like I was trying to think when you're not here, like how to describe it. I don't know if people still do much with old-fashioned check writing, but when you get check blanks and they come in a box, that's kind of what this reminds me of, how it's probably assembled and then how sturdy it is too. So I'm just doing a second one because, like I said, they are together, and I think it matters not which is the outside and the inside. You can just kind of maneuver, at least I hope. Watch, I'll probably be proven wrong that one is bigger than the other. Oh boy. Okay, well, we're going to pretend that fit together. But now I'm wondering if I mix them all up and if some are a little bit smaller. Actually, just now want to grab one quick because it's so fast to put together and see if I can make one be smaller. Because I really don't think, and there's no instructions with it. And this just proves to you it is a live video, guys, live video. So yeah, like I said, I'm so curious. And like I said, I could put the whole packet together because it's that easy. So if you have grandkids and want to do a project with them, this would be great. There we go. This wants to fit together just like so. So keep that in mind. I think some must be a little tad bit smaller than others. There it goes together. I'm going to set this one aside and pair it up with the one that fits with it later. All right, now for the fun part of the stamp set here, it coordinates with this 3-image punch. So here's for the ghost, here's for the pumpkin, and here's for the cat. And I want to make the images look really cute and not put a lot of work into it, because remember, if we're making projects, if you're making these for grandkids, coworkers, neighbors, you know, things like that, you want things to be quick and easy. So I'm just kind of loosely cutting out the ghost there. And then I'm going to just kind of gently cut around both the pumpkin here. I love just the little candies that are around that in the background there. So I'm just cutting out a pumpkin here and a cat, and like that. And then you're probably like, well, what's Belle gonna do with that or whatever? So then I kind of look and I go, okay, I'm gonna punch out my ghost first, and so it's gonna be that direction. So what I'm gonna do here, oh guys, notice, look at that. I finally have Deb King's name and host code up today. I felt so bad about not having that up, but then a lot of you see it with the still picture of the project, and that helps. So I'm just putting a little bit of adhesive, my seal, just a little dab there onto here. And then it just becomes kind of an extension, because there's no way, well, I could, you know, cut this long enough so that I can keep my hand on it as it goes in my punch, but then I'm going to wreck all the other cute ghosts. So not all of these fit in the punch, so that's why I'm choosing the one that does. And I can fussy cut to get another cute one. So maybe your box might contain one that's fussy cut, but I'll probably just, to keep them all the same size and such, do it that way. So putting this extension on there just allows me to be able to feed it right in there and line it up. So we have this cute little ghost, and often then some of that extender will be stuck to that. So I just peel that off and set it aside. And then I can often reuse this because the sticky part's still on there. So before I stick it to the cat, I kind of need to know which direction the cat's going, and the cat's going to kind of go upside down. So I put my extender on that way. And I don't know if you guys know this. I use this technique anytime I have a little piece of paper. I probably showed it to you with the whale punch and the cute whale paper, because I punched out things like that. So we have the cute cat there. And please tell me I didn't lose my pumpkin. Oh my goodness, guys, I don't see my pumpkin. It's not the worst thing in the world, because you know what? I just can go like this and cut out another one. And you know how that goes. As soon as I do this, it'll show up. It'll show up. Okay, so with that little extender piece, I may have, with my punch, just clip that off. Well, then I just go and add a little dab of adhesive again. And then this is going to go on the side there, because this time it's going to fit in my punch this way. So I want to make sure I don't cut off the stem. I want to just kind of rotate it there so it's a good fit. And that pops out there. Oh, look at what was underneath my seal. The other pumpkin. I knew I'd find it right after I didn't need it. Okay, so let me put that paper away. And then it's just a little bit of stamping and assembling. I'm going to put my cute little guys over here so I don't lose those again. I'm going to put them by Deb's name. Hi there, Jody. Good to have you on here. And before I do my stamping, I'm going to get out my Stampin' Pierce mat because this is a photopolymer stamp set. That way I get some good images. And I'm going to use my Memento black ink pad. And so this is just that 1/2 inch white strip of paper that I've been using as my extender. And I just so needed a 1/2 inch of that for my sentiment. Actually, nope, I want to do my sentiment in the Highland Heather color. That's right. I was going to do it in white and I stamped it on there and I liked it so much better in Highland Heather that I switched gears. So this is just a little 1/2 inch strip. Highland Heather, Treat Yourself. And I'm going to stamp that out, like I said, in black. Kind of cute, just kind of like a loose font of a little bit of cursive, but not really, which makes it easier to still read it. And that I'm just going to trim that off a little bit, set that aside, and then I'm going to, on a 3/4 inch strip of basic white, stamp out Trick or Treat. And I thought it was just kind of fun to have a couple different sentiments on there. And sometimes when it's a small area that I want to stamp on like this, I just think, okay, it's gonna be tricky enough. Luckily it's photopolymer, very easy to line up, but it's gonna be tricky enough just to stay within the two sides. So that's why I leave this whole thing long, because then once I've got that done, then I can just cut that off like that. Let me set that aside, and that's all for the stamping. And let me pull out the punch. So yesterday I did, I used the Banners Pick a Punch, and this is kind of its counterpart there. And so it is a different punch, in case you're going, oh, she's using that punch again today. I'm not. It looks a lot like it, but it's got two different looks to it. So this is the Lovely Labels Pick a Punch. So that is different. So I'm going to use this because I kind of felt like this look coordinated with the Tombstone. It's not exact by any means. Either of these could work for that too. Hey there, Diane. Nice to have you on here. So with this is a 1-inch strip, and I just left it long again for that same reason, so I have plenty of space to work with it. I'm just going to feed that into that one, punch down, and then we have that nice look at the top. And next I will take my Trick or Treat, and I just need to add a tiny little bit of adhesive, and I'm going to put that towards the top, kind of leaving a little bit of a frame for where the design of that goes, like that. And before I slice that off, we need to pull out the cute ribbon. Remember, guys, this I was expecting, I don't know, for it to be thicker in the catalog, and I kind of like that it's not. So it's pretty narrow, and I did see in the catalog, it looks like they took a purple blends marker and colored that in so that the ribbon is actually like purple and black gingham. I like the black and white because I think it just is kind of cute just like that, but know that you could use even other color combinations or color it with your markers, red and black for the holiday season coming up too. So I'm just going to tie a little knot there and snip off that edge and snip off that edge like so. And now I know also how much space I needed for that ribbon. So I'm going to just cut straight across the bottom and hope that that's straight. So a lot of eyeing things up today, but when you're working with little pieces, that's often, at least in my mind, it's easier to do that way. Okay, so let's just get things going on. Oops, I almost dropped my scissor on my toes. So let's pull out the blank box and just add these things to it. The Treat Yourself, I'm going to run just a little strip of adhesive from my seal and put that, oh, wait a minute, guys. Oh, I put adhesive. I hope this still works. I want to run that through here too. So we'll see. It could be a good thing because it'll stick, or it could be a bad thing. I'm going to put it in upside down. Maybe I can hang on to it with my finger a little bit. Okay, so we have just a little notch there. And then I'm going to do it upside down. I feel like if I do it with the adhesive down, it's going to stick to my punch. then we're really going to be in trouble. Totally forgot about that. So I'm just putting little tiny notches on that kind of coordinate. Okay, so that's ready to go on my box, like so. And then I'm going to take my cute little creatures that I punched out of the cute paper, and I'm just going to add like one dimensional to the cat, a couple dimensionals to my pumpkin, a couple dimensionals to my ghost here. And I also want to pop up like this little tombstone looking sentiment that we just, not that it is a tombstone, but kind of looks like that, kind of matches, like I said, just a strip of that paper cardstock done with the punch. Okay, so I have the treat yourself, and let me put the ghost on so I kind of know. It's just one of those things I just need to make sure that there's enough room for everything. So let's put that ghost up there, hugging his little treat bag. I'm gonna put the trick or treat here, and then we just need to find space, which there'll be plenty of, for the cat and the pumpkin. So how fun is that? Really quick and easy. And just like my cards, and I always feel like, okay, let's add a little bling if we can, besides the ribbon here. Like I said, so sturdy. They can sit all by themselves easily. It's not one of those things you're going to sit there and wonder if it's going to just wobble and fall apart. It's not. So yesterday I used these cute stars adhesive back sequence, and I use these for my sheep card. So today I want to use some of the black and some of the pumpkin pie ones, and with that I just am going to kind of pull a little black one. I think I'll have more luck with my fingers because of their stars. I'm going to put one up there, and then a couple of the orange ones. They come in two different sizes, so I'm going to kind of go large and small, and then take a large black star and just kind of put that down here like so. So iridescent, if you can see in the camera, like that, and yet also you can see the color on there. So treat yourself, trick or treat in that. And so this is also one of the things I want to mention, because this is a 3D project. Hey there, Janet, good to see you on here, and Carla too. If you go, you know what, I really, I send cards. I really like the idea, but it's not something I'm going to do is make treat boxes. Well, just come up with this design. Remember yesterday I kind of made the gray paper white. You could do something like that and turn this into a card and just put those elements on and make that be your card front. So that's a really easy transition, because this is almost about the same size, or you could use gray and then mat it on a card base of the Highland Heather, or even gray and orange are great together, something like that too. And then for those, like I said, ordering through Deb's party, her virtual party, these boxes, because I don't want this box to be mailed and get smashed, and so that's my other point where I don't often like to do projects, but this one, when I saw how easily it fits to just, you know, fold it up, I can easily fold this like so, and then when you get it in the mail, it's going to be just like so. It's going to be smaller than a card, and knowing that all you have to do is take off those two adhesive things and flip them in, it'll be easy for you to assemble. So I wouldn't want to send you something you have to assemble in the mail without instructions. That would be totally frustrating for you too. So know that this comes together really easily. So that was so fun to put together, you guys. And for me, it kind of feels like Friday, even though it's Thursday, because it ends Deb's three-part kind of virtual party, and then tomorrow I'm having kind of a date day with my youngest son. I cannot believe that he will be going off to college soon, so we just need to pick up some supplies and do things like that. And so with my husband being better, I'm like, you know what, I want to go along and do that with you. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. We aren't taking a lot of time, but because he's a boy. Boys don't take long to shop. But I just didn't want to be pressed for a time and coming back and doing a video. And it's Friday and it's summer, right? But know that Monday I will be back to do a demo for you guys, and that will kick off another new virtual party, and that will be Kelly Muller's virtual party. And this will be fun to do for Kelly as well, because Kelly has moved from where she used to be, and this is a great way to connect her friends with her through a virtual party and kind of have that little connection of crafting working this way with them, and everybody getting little treats as if they were at a party. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions on the product, just because it's 3D, a lot of times people want to know that, or certain measurements, you know, you can check the catalog out that way. But yeah, if you have any more questions on that, please let me know. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your night. Bye-bye.